Hello Math Gad guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video we're going to be discussing about the concept of subtracting integers using the number line. So how you guys do it and different type of problems that you can solve along with me. Before we begin the video guys, it's really important to me if you guys subscribe and leave a like if you find this video useful. It really keeps me pushing forward to uploading videos daily and it really helps the community grow. So without further ado, let's begin the video.
Oh my God.
Hello guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be seeing problems with subtraction of integers using the number line. So let's begin. Maybe you have been wondering, how do you subtract two numbers using the number line? Where do I have to move? Which steps do I have to count? What if those two numbers are negative? Those are the questions we're going to find answers for. So let's get started. So here we have two problems. The first one is a positive number, and we're going to subtract another number. And then the second one is basically the same thing. We're going to subtract two numbers, as we learned in primary school. So in the first one, we have our starting point, and then we're going to subtract 3. So this is the amount of units we're going to subtract. Whenever we subtract units, we are moving to the left. But be careful, if you have a negative of a negative, then you're going to move to the right. So please keep that in mind, guys. So because we have to use the number line in order to solve those problems, we're going to locate, or we're going to start with the first number, so 15. And then we're going to move 3 steps or 3 spaces to the left, as indicated here. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Because we're moving to the left, we're subtracting 3. And that means that's 14, 13, and 12. So you can see easily that 15 minus 3 is going to be 12, because whenever we are located in 15 and we move to the left 3 spaces, we end up in 12. The same logic can be applied for our next problem. So if we have 8 and we're going to subtract 9, we're going to start it at 8 and we're going to move, as I was telling you, this amount of spaces to the left because the number is negative. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to count them. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have moved 9 spaces to the left, right? So 8 minus 9. We start at 8 and we move to the left 9 spaces, and we're left in minus 1. So that's why the answer from 8 minus 9 is minus 1. Now guys, I know you can actually solve this problem by using a lot of concepts you have learned, but it's very, very important that if you are asked to solve these problems using the number line, this is the correct way of doing it. Let's continue. So in this case, we have two negative numbers. So we have, again, our starting point, which is minus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to move 7 spaces to the left. We have to remember, guys, whenever we have a negative number in the number line, we're moving to the left. So we're going to move 7 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we can just complete the spaces. So minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10, minus 11. So because we're left with minus 11 whenever we move 7 spaces to the left, starting from minus 4, we know that minus 4 minus 7 is minus 11. So what about the next problem? Minus 9 minus 3. The same logic applies. So we start at minus 9. And then we're going to subtract 3, which means we're going to move to the left 3 spaces, right? So again, we start nine spaces to the left of 0, and we're going to move 1, 2, 3 spaces more. Minus 10, minus 11, minus 12. So whenever we move 1, 2, 3 spaces to the left, starting from minus 9, we're going to get an answer of minus 12. So this is the concept of subtracting numbers in the number line. Whenever we have a subtraction, we're going to move to the left. But be careful, because we are going to see something else whenever we have these two problems. So whenever we have a negative of a negative number, you would normally move to the left whenever you have a number like minus 2. But whenever we have a number like minus 2, is that we're going to do the opposite of the action that this indicates. So since you would normally move to the left here, this means that you will now move to the right. So a negative of a negative is positive. So that's why we move to the right. And in the next one, which is minus plus 6, is the same thing as having a minus 6. So minus of a plus 2, for example, here we would move to the right. But because we have a negative, we would actually move to the left. So that means that this and this is actually the same thing. Now that we know that, let's try solving the last two problems. So minus 3 minus minus 2 just means that I'm going to move to the right because it's a negative of a negative, which is positive. So we have our starting point in the line, which is minus 3, and we're going to move negative 2 spaces. So 1, 2. Negative, negative 2, which is plus 2. That's why we're moving to the right. So that means it's minus 2, minus 1. And now, because we started with minus 3, and we have subtracted negative 2 or added 2, and we're left and ended at minus 1, that is going to be our answer. Let's try it for minus 4 minus plus 6. So the same logic applies. Now we have 0, and we're going to start at minus 4, and then we're going to count negative 6 spaces because this sign has to be changed because we have a negative outside. So that means that is the same thing as moving 6 spaces to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we know that it's minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, and we're left with minus 10 whenever we move 6 spaces to the left. So minus 4 minus 6 is going to be minus 10. Now guys, feel free to do these problems on your own. It's actually pretty helpful, and you will understand the concept of adding and subtracting numbers with these videos I'm doing for you guys using the number line. Then, after some time, you won't even need the number line in order to solve these problems. That's why it's super useful, guys, that you replay the video, rewatch it, and try doing them and solving them on your own. Practicing is key. So, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Check out these other videos to improve your math skills, and make sure you click that subscribe button to make the community grow. Follow OHMATHGAD in its social media accounts, drop a like, a comment below, and see you on the next one. Bye!